poppin'? Welcome back to Midwest World. You see what's on the screen here. Make sure you like, subscribe, share the content. Greatly appreciate it from everybody. Make sure you check out Midwest World back up the second channel. We got boxing exhibitions over there and things like that. The same way you see basketball exhibitions here a lot, you're gonna see boxing exhibitions a lot over there, along with football and then other games and stuff. Just extra gaming content. Also, I made the email for the NBA 2K26 giveaway. So I'm gonna let the votes come in a little longer, you know what I'm saying? But be looking for me to post that, make that community post in August about, opting in on that giveaway and things like that. You have to be a subscriber. Opting in on that giveaway. It's only gonna be one copy. You know what I mean? It look like PS5 is in the lead here, so it's probably gonna end up being that, but I'm gonna let the votes come in a little longer. But I just got finished. You see the background. Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios. Now, salute to Manny Pacquiao. I'm happy that he was looking good and things like that. You might have people saying that he was on the juice because he was lasting the whole fight and things like that, and he had good stamina. I'm gonna say this. I'm not even gonna use that as a reason. I look at as Mario Barrios not putting his foot on the gas and really pushing a fight like that. I mean, he was jabbing and doing things like that. I mean, he was boxing, I guess you want to say smart, but my whole thing is, it's like, he would just stop doing what he was doing that was effective. I mean, the jab was there. He was jabbing, but he could have, and I wasn't rooting for either or, because I'm salute to Manny Pacquiao, all-time great. I'm not a big Manny Pacquiao guy. Mario Barrios, you know what I mean? It is what it is, neither is my favorites, nothing like that, but I watch boxing, so, it is what it is, man. Boxing is on, I'm in the building, but it was a decent fight, though. It was a good fight, but I feel like it seemed like Mario Barrios was going easy on him. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you look at a lot of pre-fight predictions and things like that, a lot of people, I felt like, was predicting Pacquiao to win or hoping that he win because they like Pacquiao more than Barrios. That's how I was feeling about that. I'm looking at the fight and I'm looking like, you got the height advantage, you got the reach advantage, your jab is working. Why won't you just press the fight and end him? You know what I mean? That's my whole thought process watching this, because I'm feeling like this. If I'm the trainer and this is my fighter, you're 30, he 46, what? Pacquiao fought for what, 5 years? You know what I'm saying? Something like that, something around that range, you know what I mean? He wants to fight you coming back. And there's nothing wrong with being 46 or anything. Nothing wrong with that. But you should feel offended if somebody that's 46, 5-year layoff, chose you to fight. You know what I mean? You. Nobody else but you. He picked you. Well, I don't know if he was the first option, but he picked you. You know what I'm saying? You still active, you in your prime and all that. He out of his prime. But yeah, he felt like he can beat you. Now, the fight ended up being a draw. I could see that. Because Barrios did not press he was in there jabbing. He was doing what he was doing, but he didn't throw no power shots, none of that. I'm like, fam, why don't you go in there? Because honestly, the jab looked like it was affecting Pacquiao. When he did land, like it was affecting him. So all he had to do was put more spice on it. You know what I mean? He didn't do that. So I'm like, dog, what is going on here? But credit to Pacquiao, he looked good. You know what I mean? He had energy. He didn't have the flurries that he used to have, but he's 46. He's not going to have the flurries he used to have. But he was throwing them here and there and things like that, kind of towards the end. I seen when he was on trying to steal the round. You know what I mean? That's an old tactic. You know what I mean? The last 10 rounds, start, throwing flurries and stuff, or the last 10 seconds of the round, start throwing flurries and things like that. But I felt like if Mario Barrios pressed the issue, he would have won that fight, dog. Actually, you know what I mean? It seemed like he was going light on him. And I'm not saying Mario Barrios is all nice like that, but I'm looking, it's like, dude, you got every advantage here. Probably except power. But if he would have put more heat on them punches, You know what I'm saying? Like he would have, affected Pacquiao more because the punches he was landing was affecting him a little bit. You could tell, and it's to be expected. It just seemed like he was going easy on him a little bit, or he was just, I don't know, man. The fight was, but it was a good fight though. It wasn't trash or nothing like that. It's just, I'm like, dog, I'm thinking he's gonna come in there with a sense of this older dude got the nerve to challenge me. You know what I mean? And he been out for 5 years, now I'm in my prime, and he felt like he could just walk in and beat me. I'm gonna end him. That's the thought process I'm thinking he was gonna be on. Like, I'm about to come in there and make an example. Don't come in and violate. Don't violate me like that, because as a fighter, I would have felt disrespected as a fighter. I'm gonna be honest. You know what I mean? In my prime, and some older cat, even a legend or not, whatever. You know what I mean? You past 45, you 46. You know what I mean? So 4 years from 50, I'm 30, yet you thinking you could just come in and beat me? Nah, we not doing that. I'm making an example. I just put you in the hospital. That's where my mind would be. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting you in the hospital. Or if I have a fighter, put him in the hospital. We not, but you heard him saying no more respect. Like in round 10, you know what I mean, in the corner, Barrios corner, like, man, no more fist pounding, none of that, man. No respect. No, exactly. Stop showing them respect. So he was showing too much respect and things like that. And I get it. Pacquiao a legend. You know what I mean? Got the aura. It's what it is, man. You know, it's different standing in front of him and stuff like that, right? But still, you know what I mean? It's still disrespectful in a sense, you know what I mean? Because he came at you. Not no top guy, you. And you in your prime. So it's like, come on, dog. If that's my fighter, you getting put to sleep. Put him to sleep. You know what I mean? Like, straight up, put him to sleep. He's leaving this arena on the stretcher. You know what I mean? That's exactly what I be telling my fighter. In the back, put him to sleep. I mean, the thing is, when you go for the knockout, you gotta, you gonna take hits, but there's ways to roll the hit. You know what I mean? And things like that. So you go in there and be aggressive or put him to sleep. Because if he was aggressive, he'd have put Pacquiao down if he was more aggressive. If he was more aggressive, he'd have put Pacquiao down, because if you looked at that, those punches was affecting him. You know what I mean? So, and it seemed like he pulled back when he seen that. And it's like, come on, man. He pulled back a little bit when he seen the punches was affecting him. And I'm like, and I don't really want to go into the conspiracy talk. I seen comments on X and things like that saying, the fight fixed because he's not throwing power punches. I get it. I'm not saying it was, but I get it though. You know what I mean? I get it, because it's like, dog, I'm not understanding why you not being aggressive with him. You know what I mean? Salute to Pacquiao. We said he might fight again, but against who? Who? I mean, it can't be a top fighter. Pacquiao can't be the top fighter. He can't, you know what I mean? He can't be the top fighter. I mean, and like I said, there's nothing wrong with being older. I mean, Pacquiao, he looked good. You know what I'm saying? He looked good, but he did look in his 40s too at the same time. Just because he looked good, that don't mean he looked, I'm about to fight against the top guys in this division good. He just looked good. You know what I mean? He was in shape. He was handling his business, doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? But Barrios was not pushing the issue, and that's my problem with that. He wasn't pushing the issue. And like I said, I'm looking at this with an objective lens. I wasn't cheering for it. I was just watching the fight. And the draw, see, it makes sense. The draw, I'm not mad at the draw. I'm not mad at the draw. I'm not. I don't think neither one of them definitively want to fight. You know what I'm saying? Barrios, his jab, he was stopping Pacquiao from combos. He always stopped. He always shut it down, with the jab and things like that. So he was connecting with the jab and all that. That was there. And then Pacquiao was more so, effective with the power shots, but neither one of them overtook the fight. So I think a draw is actually fair here. I don't think there was any funny business or malicious intent. You know what I mean? I personally feel like the judges would have been in Pacquiao's favor. But if you watch the fight, it's like, nah, he didn't win this fight. You know what I mean? Or, I mean, if you was to edge it, honestly, I would have had to edge it to Barrios, just because how he was working at. I know the fans, every time Pacquiao connects something or hit him with a little flurry, the fans go crazy, but you still got to judge it objectively. That can't be the judge. The fans screaming can't be the judge. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm looking at this, I'm like, well, if a draw is fine, but if you edge it to Barrios, that's fine too. Even though he did not push the fight, he still landed, the most, even though it wasn't, power shots. You know what I mean? I'm all about the tactical side of things. Yeah, power shots is a part of this, but the thing is, if you steadily working the jab and connecting at a high clip and things like that, that still means something. You know what I mean? 5-6 jabs versus one power punch. I'm going for the 5-6 jabs. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And Pacquiao was hitting him with some flurries and things like that, but still, you know what I mean? Consistent boxing throughout the round to me wins. You know what I mean? Instead of a couple power shots. I get it though. I understand, but I get why the people look at that like, oh man, this is boring. And then when he hits you with a looping right or something's like, oh, and the fans go crazy and that can sway the judges. I get it, but the draw seemed fair to me. It seemed fair to me. Barrios, he was just irritating me because I'm like, dog, come on, and put your foot on the gas. You know what I mean? Put your foot. He right there for the taking. Put your foot on the gas. It's not like, he was moving around, but it wasn't like all like that. It's not like Pacquiao ever been a wizard on defense. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. But it was a good fight. It was straight, man. It wasn't bad. I'm not mad at it, So it is what it is, man. But that fight in the draw, Pacquiao looked pretty good. I just don't think he should be trying to fight. Now, he do what you want to do. I just don't know if he should be fighting, top guys in the division. Unless, it's funny business behind the scenes and they come to an agreement. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm talking about. So it is what it is. Make sure you like, subscribe, share the content. Really appreciate it from everybody. Peace!